everybody, it's Diana again. Welcome back to a new installment of Woman Once Removed, my life story. So I guess you can see from the introduction, we're going to talk a little bit about Candie Darling. She was my idol. Uh, Back when I was young, they we didn't have the internet. There was no way to type in and get somebody up to read about them and study about them and know what we were going to do with our life. We had to keep our eyes open, and I learned that I could find things about transvestites and transsexuals and drag queens and things in trade publications, in big bookstores. There'd be papers that would have a lot of information on the underground world. And Candie was a part of Andy Warhol's factory, along with Jackie Curtis and Hollywood Lawn. They made movies and made Andy Warhol famous. And Candie was his darling. Candie was his star. And she was absolutely fabulous. But by the time in 1974, when she passed away from cancer, she had already used up her usefulness for Andy Warhol. He had already started making mainstream pictures and did not include his factory girls. He had used them as a stepping stone for bigger things, fame. He only paid those girls $25 a scene that they shot. So it depended on how many scenes they were in. They did not make a living doing his pictures. They just developed some notoriety. But these girls were the forerunners of the Laverne Cox and those kind of people from our day. They came at a time when it was very, very unpopular to even talk about those kind of situations. It was bad enough to be homosexual, but to be a trans person in the 60s and 70s was not popular at all. The ones like these three factory girls, they were a novelty. And for the simple fact that Candie Darling looked and sounded exactly like a woman, she was very unique. She was even a protege of Tennessee Williams. She had friends, like Jane Fonda and Julie Newmar. Julie Newmar even read her eulogy at her funeral. And famous silent film star Gloria Swanson give her a salute whenever the casket went past her. They were famous people that knew who she was and mourned her loss. So what would she have done today? Now, she would have been a big star if she was in today's world. And she was hoping to be a crossover. And had she lived, it's a possibility in her older age that she could have been a real actress that she wanted so much to be. But in her day and time, I don't believe that was going to take place as her as a young woman, much as she wanted to. And if she hadn't died from cancer, she would have probably died, in my opinion, from a drug overdose or something like that. But she is our Marilyn Monroe. She's our Jean Harlow, our star that died, burnt out way too soon. So if you haven't already seen it, go over to, I know that I've just recently saw it for the second time on Amazon Prime, and originally I saw it on Netflix, but it's called, what is that, Beautiful Darling? Yes, Beautiful Darling, and it's about her life and a lot of interviews with people and a lot of rare photographs. So if you're interested in all reading or learning about our history, then go over there and check her out.